We're now at season number 8. Hi guys, it's Renisti back again with another FHM video documenting the rise of Barry McCockiner in his pursuit of getting a Stanley Cup ring on his finger. This time we are in season, let me check my notes, number 8. I can't believe that we're actually gone this far. You guys have given me a lot of love. I see comments from people from Brazil, Australia, Italy, wherever else. It blows my mind that these videos that on the surface level may not seem like they're getting a lot of views, they're reaching all these different crevices of the world. And I'm forever grateful for being able to make these things for you guys because I love making content and I love seeing your guys' feedback. Now to get started, let's take a look at what our team looks like considering our OA situation. So we have how many overagers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Carlson is not an OA? Oh, he's not. Ooh. But if Vegas signs him, we're screwed, basically. Okay. Olfert could be an option, but I don't know if I want to keep him. Gerald Williams had a decent season, but again, not crazy about keeping, considering how good our defensemen are. Trey Peterson was a good acquisition from the Holden Sexsmith trade, although it actually might have created more problems now that I'm looking at it. Borowski we're keeping. That's a lock. We're going to keep Borowski. Carter Clemens, oh man, he was actually really good. 41 points. Pankhurst, I would have even kept you too, but we're probably going to have to get rid of you both. So let's take a look and see what we can do with you. So Clemens. Okay, so we're going to send Carter Clemens. Thank you for all your contributions to the Vancouver Giants under Barry. I mean, quite the jump from your first year. 5 points in 24 games to 34 and 67, and then 41 points this past year when you were fully healthy. Good luck, Carter, man. I really hope you do well in Kamloops, but it has to be done. So Daniel Pushka is now on our books. Considering that we have to get rid of at least one of these two defensemen in either Williams or Olfert, which it's likely going to be Olfert, although, ooh, you know what? Maybe it's actually Williams. Hold on. Can we send him to Pacific Junior for the time being, and we'll figure it out from there? Let's see. All right, so we've been offered the, I believe, 4th overall pick, or sorry, 7th, and Francis Murray, who's not bad at all, for Asher Gingra. I think we take that because we're not exactly able to get a whole lot in return. So Leafs prospect Asher Gingra is now a member of the Brandon Wheat Kings. I'm sorry, but I really wish I could have kept you. Now that, for some reason, Evan Bean is now on the Coquitlam Express. I believe they're a BCHL team. Yes. I want to offer him a contract right away. And he would be, 5 across the board. Not exactly a superstar, but we'll take it. Coquitlam also got David PELENSKY, who is a 10-rated player in the BCHL already. Let's see if he actually is above a 5. Oh, he's an 8 already. Ooh, stinky for PELENSKY. You might just be our next cult hero. Also worth noting that I did send down Bruce Wolframe. I'm going to try and give Tanner Muso some more minutes, although Mark Hope is the starter moving forward. I mean, he played all 68 games, so we'll see if I can at least differentiate between these two, because playing 68 games, it's going to cripple Mark Hope at some point, so let's try not to do that again. Yeah, Brody Newman, 5-rated setup man. We'll definitely try and get our young guys some playing time early on because, I mean, you know, if you're picking the top 3, you should be playing. So let's see the wage budget. I mean, we'll use 0.1 points to get that. Development bonus will raise. Marketing will raise. We don't have enough to improve the quality of the arena, so let's just do normal maintenance. Raise ticket by $5. That should be good. And then monthly looks good for now. What about team harmony? Is it still bad? Let's try and intervene. It will not let me intervene. How about this? Nope, won't even let me do that, huh? Okay. You have unanswered mail that needs a response. July 1st. Did we get a job offer? Oh my god, we did. Wait. Oh, it's Greenville. No offense to them, but 10. Nope. Sorry. So yeah, Barry McCockiner will be playing with the Vancouver Giants, and he'll also be managing Team Lithuania moving forward for the season unless things change. But yeah, more or less the same thing. It's just our ambitions are to at least win a playoff series this year. That's my goal, because PELENSKY, Newman, Bean, they're all 15. We lost guys like Sexsmith. We lost Ryder Dunn. We lost Asher Gingra. So we took quite the hit in the offseason, but it can be good. I trust it. All right, so Barry's next U.S. prospect draft as GM of the Giants. We are picking 15th. Not that it's a huge deal, but pick until human. Let's see who goes first. Medicine Hat takes Jeff Taub first, and he actually looks pretty good. We'll see what happens with him. For us, we have a potential WHL star. Will likely play pro. Problem is the guy's 5'8", but again, at 14 years old, it could be a lot worse. So you know what? On the off chance Mark Hope does not work out, he will have an understudy not named Tanner Musial. So Vancouver selects from the NTDP Bobby O'Connenden. And second round pick, we'll just draft this Italian. There you go, Joe Schmidt. We're selecting the effing Italian, Joe Schmidt. All right, so here we go. It's the big one, the big dance. We have 4 first-round picks. So the draft order, we're picking 4th, 6th, 9th, and 15th. Now, the mock draft has Prince Albert taking the... Huh? What? Okay, we love another glitch. You know, when teams trade for picks, like I just did, there's all these different guys that are apparently supposed to go number 1, which is not happening. So, let's see what happens. I mean, let's see what happens. Does Medicine Hat actually take a goalie? You know, following the fact that we fleeced them last year for their first overall pick, not a big deal. They take Eric Kinney, a defenseman that I was looking at. He looks like he actually might have NHL potential, because the thing is, he's 15, but he already has 10 role ratings in both of these categories at a Western Canadian Hockey Academy, when even our third overall pick, or second, I believe, one of those, either second or third, Evan Bean was still maybe a 6 or a 7. So, great pick by the Tigers. Damn. Kamloops takes Josh Adam. Not David Polensky, though. So Tri-City's on the clock. They take Levi Devji, who looks pretty good, actually. So good on them. Now it's us. Our scouts suggest that we take Ian Westland. Now, he looks pretty good. 6'1", bit of a goon. But let's take a look at his scouting info. He's a little too concerned with how much money he makes. That's not necessarily a problem that I will have to deal with, at least at the WHL level. The strongest part of his game is his physical play. Some parts of his game are better than others. I mean, yeah, stay-at-home defenseman. But he's not particularly good at anything. Ooh. The weakest part of his game is his goal-scoring ability. I would think he's a stay-at-home defenseman. He gets injured a bit more often than you'd like to see, but he has normal injury tendencies. So we'll put you at number 1 on our supposed... Oh, geez. I almost picked him right away. I want to get a defenseman, though. We need defense badly. So Tyler McCormack, BCU18. Wow, this guy looks really good. Problem is, he's very fragile in the chest area, vulnerable all across the board. He's comfortable in new surroundings. He would probably play for free if he could. Damn. Weakest part of his game is his defensive play. Damn it. Okay. We're going to put him at number 2 on our list. We're not picking a goalie this high. No chance. So, Cody Gibson, Shea Cooper, no. Tori Labre, pretty good. So we'll put you on number 3. Scouting info, no tolerance for change. In that case, I mean, you drafted. You kind of have to change at some point. Jamie Smith, how good are you? Ooh, he looks pretty good. Winnipeg Wild player. He is considered to be a very clean player. He knows his worth. Okay. All right, so we have our 4 guys that we're looking at. Although Sean All could be good as well. His rolls are nowhere near as good as the other 2 defensemen we looked at before. So according to them, Holden Sexsmith's current skill level is a reasonable long-term expectation for All, which means he'll be an NHL defenseman at some point. Oh boy. He's comfortable in his surroundings, prefers to stay with the same team, is noted for his intelligence. He's one of the brightest people you'll ever meet. He's in really good physical shape, doesn't wear it down quickly. The weakest part of his game is his goal-scoring ability. He tends to ignore instruction and does not work hard at all. Oh, that is a red flag. Yeah, that is an immediate no-no. I'm sorry. So after thinking it through, the Vancouver Giants are proud to select from the Western Canada High School, Ian Westland. Tyler Bradshaw went 5th overall. He wasn't a guy we were necessarily eyeing, so I'm not chuffed. Now we're up on the clock again. Let's take, from the BC U18 program, Tyler McCormack. At 9th overall, we're proud to select from the Winnipeg Wild, Jamie Smith. The thing is, I would take a goalie this high, and shocking, these supposed number 1, number 2 guys have not gone yet. Goalies don't deserve to go this high. I mean, maybe Shea Cooper, if I were to take one, because he's 6'4" at 14 years old. That guy's a freak. But even Connor Gartner seems like a decent option too. Michael Aird looks pretty good too. After thinking it through, with the 15th overall pick, we are proud to select Tristan Slesizi. And with our 37th overall pick, the Vancouver Giants are proud to select from Alberta U18. Oh, you can't even do it. Stephen Higgins, though. That's our intended pick. Let's fix this. And with our 59th overall pick, we're proud to select from Saskatchewan U18, Sylvester McKay. All right, so this is going to be our last pick, even though it's the 4th round, just because we don't have a lot of space on our protected list, and we want to have a couple spots for the import draft, which is going to be right after this. So, having said that, let's just select from Western Canada High School, Narayan Iora. So, apparently the top prospect in this is Gauthier Colombo, who's playing for Nice. So, after giving it some thought, the Vancouver Giants are proud to select from Hungary, ALIH Championship. In the 2nd round, we're proud to select from Peppo U20, Tommy Vananen. Oh, jeez. Well, Mark Hope, news to me, I forgot to check the NHL draft. He was picked by Ottawa. But let's see what happens. Who else was picked from the Vancouver Giants? Okay, so we have 5 players. So Jean James goes to the Winnipeg Jets. Mark Hope goes in the 3rd round to the Ottawa Senators. Philip Feit went to Nashville in the 4th round. 3 picks later, Nathan Casol went to the Dallas Stars, and Jason Ames was picked by the Chicago Blackhawks. Man, good for all you guys. All right, so this is what our lines will look like in Game 1 of the preseason. Newman, PELENSKY, and Bean are all in. Let's see how it goes against Medicine Hat. We lose 4-2, but did any of our new guys get anything done? Peterson got an assist. Murray did as well. Francis Murray got 2 apples. That's not horrible. So, Newman and PELENSKY are on the first line, and then Evan Bean will be playing with Quarrington on the 2nd pair. Pushka moves up to the 1st, and we get pumped 4-1. Not great. Evan Bean got his first apple of the preseason at least. Oh, god damn it. No. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. It's freaking preseason, and he already tore his ribcage muscle. He'll be out for 2 to 3 months. Next came up against Saskatoon Blades. We rearranged the forward lines a bit and reverted the defensive pairs to what they were for Game 1. All right, winning a shootout. That's not bad at all. Joey Babs gets one from the 4th line. James and Ames each get an apple each on Philip Feit's goal. All right, next up we're playing against Prince Albert Raiders. We'll keep the lines as they were for last game since it seemed to work. And we win once again, 3-2, this time in regulation. All right, in our 3rd to last preseason game, we're going to keep things the same against the Moose Jaw Warriors at home. And we are narrowly edged 4-3. Oh my god, not again. Oh, how bad is it? Sports hernia. This guy is 19 years old, man. All right, so we got our training camp development report ahead of our last 2 games of the preseason against the Lethbridge Hurricanes. Stephen Higgins, +5, technically +6 with that +2 on screening. McCormack, +6. Oh my goodness, Brendan Schultz. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. +12 if you count the +2s. That's ridiculous. So he'll be playing in the Colorado Grit system in the NAHL, or in the Null as the kids call it. And yeah, maybe next year he'll be ready. Spencer Dupuis, again, a bunch of improvements. If all works out, we could sign him at some point during the year. Kari with +4, not bad at all. Alex Kovacs with Ferencvárosi, +5. Joe Schmidt with a +1, the Italian. Jamie Smith, a late first, I believe, +6, +8 if you count those. Andre Hamilton, good stuff. We're going to play you. Ryan McKay with at least 6 improvements, 7 actually, looking at it now. Patrick Ray with +3. Willa Rickman with a bunch of improvements. Maybe he could actually jump back up. Scott Vieno, same thing for him. Sylvester McKay, I believe, was a 2nd rounder, a 3rd rounder. 6 or actually 7 improvements across the board. Tim McMahon, Agility +3. I've seen +2 in these development reports, but I don't think I've ever seen +3. Wow. So his agility was what before? Agility was 7, now it's 10. Bobby O'Connendon, he could be a good goalie for us. Joey Babst improving a whole bunch. 8 improvements across the board. Whoa. So acceleration +2 for Evan Bean. +1 for balance. +2 strength. +1 aggression. +1 fighting. +1 screening. +1 puck handling. +1 shooting accuracy. +1 shooting range. +1 positioning. Wow. Nathan Casola with 6 improvements across the board. Dallas is going to love that. Charagu, 5 improvements across the board. Pretty good. Corbett with 5. Philip Fight with not as many as you would think for how hyped up he was initially. Mark Hope with some improvements across the board. Hopefully Ottawa is happy with this. James is improving quite a bit. Carlson improving. Colbo really putting the work in. Francis Murray. Brody Newman and Pelensky. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9 improvements. Trey Peterson +1. Pushka +2. Quarrington +6. Selkirk. Decent improvements there. Will Stotts, few. Tenshioka got a few. Then Aurora got a couple improvements. Ramasionwu got a few. Slisizi got a few. Westland, our 4th overall pick. Yeah, he's turning out pretty decent in that Canadian system. In the place of the injured Anton Carlson, Philip Hushnik is back after being sent down out of fear of him being a bust. And we lose 6-4, no doubt to blame entirely on Husnik. Our last game of the preseason against Lethbridge. Hopefully we actually win this one. And we get spanked 5-1. All right, so before we... What? I was going to say, before we end off the episode, we're going to take a look at the season preview. And I'm thinking, considering how weak our team is, we're not anywhere close. According to these morons in the media, Portland is the contender. No surprise, they could go back-to-back. That's not the problem. We're apparently the 2nd. Sure. Strength, goaltending, and centers. You're acting as if we have like 4-star goalies. Mark Hope is a 1-star on a good day. And we have okay centers. And we have a weakness on the right side. Then, the Calgary Hitmen, who, fair enough, I'm pretty sure they had a pretty decent run last year. Medicine Hat is a dark horse. I mean, with how many low picks they had, I would hope they actually turn it around soon. But that's it. That's all, guys. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoy content like this, please remember to give it a like and please subscribe. And I'll see you guys on opening night, episode 2.